We start with breaking news just into the newsroom. Investigators are headed to the scene of a crash near Hawley, Minnesota, where a plane is believed to have hit a car. It happened on Highway 10. Now, Clay County Sheriff Bill Berquist tells Valley News Live he does not believe there are any injuries. Sheriff's deputies and most likely the Highway Patrol, along with other emergency crews, however, are headed to that scene to try and find out what happened. We also have a crew headed that way. Of course, stay with Valley News Live here on TV and online at valleynewslive.com for the latest on this breaking story. Also breaking for you at noon, police have identified a man found dead on a golf course in northern Minnesota. Police pronounced 35-year-old Andrew Springer dead at the scene after getting a report late yesterday afternoon of a naked, unconscious man at the Sand Hill Golf Course. That's located in Fertile, Minnesota. Now, Springer's body was taken to Grand Forks for an autopsy. Preliminary reports indicate no evidence of foul play. Authorities say that it appears Springer died as a result of hypothermia. Nothing further will be released until the final autopsy results are obtained. New for you at noon, the prisoner who escaped from a hospital in Fairfax County, Virginia early this morning has been caught without incident after a massive manhunt. Around 3 a.m. this morning, police say 42-year-old Woson Asaye, who you see on your screen now, overpowered security guards, taking one of their weapons and running off on foot in a hospital gown. A Fairfax County police spokeswoman says that a woman who was carjacked around 7 this morning, several miles from the hospital, identified Asaye as her attacker. He was arrested last week on federal bank robbery charges. Authorities say he had tried to hurt himself while in jail and was taken to that hospital for treatment on Friday. Bail has been set at $500,000 for the person accused in the murder of a Minnesota man. Ray Littlewolf made his first court appearance this morning in Marshall County after waiving extradition rights in Devil's Lake. He is charged with the murder and the beating and stabbing death of Ronald Foss at his home near Viking, Minnesota, March 16th. Littlewolf's next court appearance is set for May 12th. March is certainly going out like a lamb. Another beautiful day on tap for this last day of the month. Let's check in with meteorologist Robert Hahn for a first look at our Tuesday afternoon forecast.
Yeah, a very nice day out there with partly to mostly sunny skies, some light winds. Temperature is already warming well into the 40s and 50s. They'll continue to rise as we head through this afternoon into the 50s and 60s in most locations. Maybe an isolated 70 in our far southwestern counties. Current temperatures across the board, 53 degrees here in Fargo, 56 in Jamestown, 58 down in Sisseton, a little cooler up in northern Minnesota, 40 in Badette, 41 in Roseau. Clouds, not a whole lot of them out there, just a few clouds moving through from time to time. We'll see plenty of sunshine today, and along with those light winds, that's going to allow us to warm up quite nicely. Nothing falling out of those clouds, no precipitation anticipated as we head through the day today. We're going to show you the first couple of days of that 7-day forecast. Today, getting into the low 60s. Tomorrow, windy, with temperatures warming into the low 70s across much of the southern half of the valley. But we have some cooler weather on that 7-day forecast, and we'll let you know just how cool we're going to get coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Robert, we'll see you then. Indiana Governor Mike Pence said today he wants legislation on his desk by the end of the week to clarify the new religious freedom law that the state to make sure that it does not allow discrimination. Pence said he's been meeting with lawmakers around the clock to address concerns that the law will allow businesses to deny services to gays and lesbians. The governor did acknowledge that Indiana has a perception problem over the law, but also defended it as a vehicle to protect religious liberty.
I don't believe for a minute that it was the intention of the General Assembly to create a license to discriminate or a right to deny services to gays, lesbians, or anyone else in this state. And it certainly wasn't my intent.
And said that while he appreciates that it's become the perception in Indiana and all over the country that they need to now confront that perception. A setback, at least for now, on an anti-discrimination bill in the North Dakota legislature. The House Health and Human Services Committee this morning voted 11-2 against the bill. It now moves forward with a do not pass recommendation. The bill, among other things, would ban discrimination because of sexual orientation. Now, one of its principal sponsors, Representative Josh Boucher, says he is disappointed but will work to round up support for passage when it goes to a vote before the full House. That could come as soon as tomorrow. Now, the Senate last month did approve the bill despite getting a do not pass recommendation in committee there. A decorated Iraq War veteran has been sentenced for luring teen girls online for sex. KFGO News reports that 30-year-old Eric Sandsburn was sentenced in federal court to 25 years in prison. He pleaded guilty to 7 counts of unlawful sexual contact with children, as well as child porn charges. Authorities say that he would have online chats with girls between the ages of 13 and 17 years old using social media and apps like Snapchat. They say that he would then pick them up from their homes and schools in the Grand Forks area for sexual encounters. It is finally back where it belongs and finally fixed. Sonny the Bison, one of 43 statues created as part of a project called Heard About the Prairie, was knocked off his stand in downtown Fargo back in December. No one knows for sure if it was the work of vandals or just an accident, but Sonny needed some repairs. So the Wimmer brothers and the arts community got together to raise money and fix Sonny up. He is now perched back outside of Wimmer's Diamonds in downtown Fargo. The repairs cost $3,000. Well, don't forget, you can get Valley News Live news and weather text alerts right on your phone just by signing up right at our website. It's real easy to do. Just head to valleynewslive.com and click on the text alert button right on the homepage.